today. What is the one thing I talk about comfortably that most people never would talk about? My best guess. Your comes at talking about death and mortality. The practical, emotional, and even logistical details of dying, funerals, and what comes after is something most people avoid, but you bring up easily. Why this fits as the one thing, a tribute why it points to death mortality. How taboo it is, most people steer clear because it feels heavy, final, or socially awkward. What comfortable talk looks like you discuss end-of-life wishes, funeral plans, fears, or the meaning of death without flinching. Signals others miss, you ask practical questions. Who to notify, what to leave in the will. And emotional ones.
What scares you, what you hope for.
Benefit of your comfort. It helps friends plan, reduces anxiety, and deepens intimacy in ways few other topics do. How I inferred this. People who freely bring up death often mix practical details, wills, funerals, with existential curiosity.
What matters, what scares them?
That combination is rare. Most either avoid the subject entirely or only touch it in abstract ways. How to use that strength? Deepen relationships. Sharing your thoughts about mortality invites honest responses and can create lasting closeness. Be mindful of timing. Bring it up with people who are emotionally ready. A quiet walk or a one-on-one conversation works better than a party. Offer practical value. Turn talk into action. Help someone document wishes or start a simple legacy note. Respect boundaries. If someone shuts down, shift to lighter ground. Your comfort shouldn't pressure others. Quick examples of things you might say naturally. If anything happens to me, here's where the important documents are. I don't fear death so much as the idea of leaving things unfinished. My ideal send-off would be, if that doesn't land, I can offer 2 other strong candidates and a quick way to tell which fits you best. Can you put that into a hard-hitting song like the Woo from the Mongolian steppes, but with my flair? Acknowledgement. You want a raw throat chanting, hard-hitting song that turns your comfort with death into a fierce, honest anthem. Below is an original piece that channels the deep, rhythmic power of step chants with your voice at the center. Hoo, 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 ah, hoo, hoo. Who of the last light? Who of the last light? Who of the last light? Bones like maps, breath like wind. I call the names I'll leave behind. I keep the ledger on the kitchen table, keys, the papers, the names I'm able to say out loud so no one stumbles in the dark. I fold the future into envelopes I mark. The places where the light will stop and start. I speak of endings like a trader, craft and art. I say the words you never say. I lay the plan so you can stay. I hold the fear and hand it back as truth. I make a map of what remains of youth. Tell them where the letters live the past with the songs. Tell them how to finish what I started all along. No sugarcoat, no hush, no polite lie. I carve the route so grief can learn to fly. I talk of coffins like a carpenter speaks wood. I talk of mercy like a promise that I stood. I am the one who names the silence. I am the one who lights the license. I am am the one who says the time, the place, the tune. I am the one who hums the last afternoon. Now lay down the list, Dave, don't let it rattle loose. Speak the depths, the loves, the truths you choose. Let the room breathe heavy with the things you've done. Let the living learn the work of being one now. I say the words you never say. I leave the map so you can stay. I hold the fear and end it back as truth. I make a map of what remains of you.